Welcome group one. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've got your cards here pre-shuffled. We're going to start with your messages. I was guided to take a whole bunch of different decks for you guys, but I think I'm just going to do like around 6. So timestamps are down below as always. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed and liked on my channel. Thanks to the new subscribers as well, my patrons. You guys rock. That being said, let's get started. So that I've got these cards here. I'm going to put them over to the side. Well, first I'm going to hold them. Go ahead and think about your person. Angels, spirits, and guides. For everyone who chose group 1, what would the person say to them if they had no filter? So whoever's on group 1's mind at the time they tune in for this reading, the one that's on their mind, right? What would that person say? Let's get messages. Now, which one am I drawn to? I'm drawn to my little handmade deck first. Excuse me. What would group 1's person say to them if they had no filter? So for everyone who tuned into group 1, what would their person say if they had no filter? Okay, we've got, I secretly like to debate with you. It stimulates me, and a little petty drama turns me on too. So remember, it's a general reading, just take what resonates. Reading for a lot of different people, so if it resonates for you, that's how you know it's your message. Are we taking this literally? I feel like it's partially literally. Yeah, some of you are in a situation where, I'm hearing situationship. This could be past energy as well, where you guys would like argue, petty bickering, or there was some sort of outside interference, some sort of drama, basically. Fill in the blank on what type of drama, but it's petty, and it feels like this person, like they're saying they kind of like that. Could have just been you guys having fun, but I feel like it's like heavier than that. And then we've got this one. I'm planning a little surprise for you that you're gonna love, but it's a secret. So yeah, it kind of gives me this feeling of like teasing, surprising you, throwing you off your balance, liking to keep you a little off balance. In a playful way, yes, but how else? Let's see. Another message, please. What would group 1's person say if they had no filter? You're so high maintenance, it's too much effort to win you over. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, I think this person is used to kind of like, I mean, maybe you are high maintenance. Is it high maintenance because like you're a diva or a divo, or is it high maintenance because you have standards that you want this person to sort of you know, live up to? Maybe this person is used to just playing around, playing the field, being non-committal, and just like using the element of surprise or things like that, and that's not how you are. Or the energies could be interchangeable, or vice versa. Maybe you're the one that likes to be that way and this person's high maintenance or considers themselves high maintenance. Maybe like you can't win them over because they're too high maintenance. So just take it how it resonates. I do kind of feel like it depends on who's watching with those messages. Interesting start. Also getting third-party energy, but doesn't necessarily have to be. Just take it how it resonates. I feel like you would know that if that was the case. What else would group 1's person say if they had no filter? If I could get these cards to cooperate, that'd be fantastic. What else would group 1's person say if they had no filter? I'm sorry, I really do like you. In the back of the deck, I was drawn to look. I feel like I can't compare to you. That makes me insecure. So I think that's something about it. Like, not necessarily that you're high maintenance, but that you just have, who are you guys dealing with out here? That like regular standards feel like they're high maintenance to this person. Oh, we've got I don't love you anymore. I'm sorry, guys. So for some of you that is the case. There is no way to sugarcoat that. Others of you, this is just a combination of messages here. Like the fact that they feel like they can't compare to you. Like these are kind of the reasons or slash excuses depending on the scenario why this person isn't dealing with you right now, or why there's drama in the connection. Because we can see something is off kilter here. We already saw that from the previous cards that come out. And this person feeling like insecure regarding you. And insecurities is the death knell, or are the death knell to a relationship, because You know, you can't love others if you cannot love yourselves. And I just get that you guys are awesome, and this person thinks that, I think they thought when they met you that you could potentially be the one, but then you ended up being too good for them. Kind of getting like Sandra Bullock in, what's his name? The guy with the tattoos that cheated on her. She found out on like the night of her Oscar win. Like, fucking asshole. Excuse the French, but not really. It's my channel. But that being said, yeah, that's kind of the vibes. Now, I don't know, guys, and we'll see what else comes out. Maybe groups 2 or 3 would be better for you, or check out the playlist link down below for a different reading if this isn't resonating. But it could be resonating, right? I don't know. Let's see. Getting another deck here. See what else this person has to say for themselves. I'm curious now. Yeah, you can't love other people if you don't love yourselves. I mean, it's just the way it is. The world reflects you. Hard pill to swallow. I know it is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, it seems like. I'm sick of no contact. So this is a no contact situation for many of you. Some of you are in separation, not together. Past life connection. Okay, now whenever we get the past life connection card, I always have to pull a card from my past life deck, so I'm going to do that right now. So some of the complications that you're experiencing at present in this connection, or if things aren't flowing smoothly like the way you would want them to, evidently it's being brought up that has something to do with the past life connection. So what is that? Karmic relationship. So if you guys were wondering about if this is a karmic situation, situationship, a relationship, this is what it's saying. Or it was at least in a past life. Some of that's carried forward, like that karma has not been completely cleared. So it's not like they don't miss you. Like one of the cards said, they really do like you. Might not love you or be in love with you anymore, but they do still they still miss you, basically. This is because you guys are clearing karma, and like this connection, you know, does apparently go a little deeper. Like I tell a lot of my personal clients, you know, when they say to me that they have a connection with someone and stuff, and I'm like, I don't doubt that you feel that way. I don't doubt that you do, but that doesn't mean that things are going to work out exactly the way you want them to, or anywhere near that. Like you're not going to ride off into the sunset on a unicorn. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm seeing, unless something major changes. In some cases, I don't know what your guys' case is here. What else would this person say? I'm getting a pretty good idea, though. Comprehension, understanding, cognition, positive thought energy. Okay. And we got the Queen of Spades in reverse. Vulnerability, opening up to injury or downfall. Yeah, so basically, I think this person is wanting to, I want you to understand that we've got more of that 5 energy, competition, healthy conflict, bringing out the best in all the parties involved. Like this person feels like their competition sort of energy has to do with not wanting to be vulnerable. So this is the way that insecure heterosexual males bond. And that is a quote from Demolition Man. And if I can, I'll link, maybe not link, but insert a clip. But basically that's the first thing that came to my mind. Like this person, we already saw that 5 energy. What's the conflict? Like if this person thinks they're keeping you on your toes, or playing games, or being petty, or there's drama here, Spirit is saying, like, what you need to understand here is that, you know, for some of you, this person hasn't had bad intentions with that. Others of you, they don't care what their intentions are. They just don't want to be vulnerable, right? And then maybe they have opened up the past, it hurt them. They're afraid of getting hurt again. I think some of you just need to know this person doesn't have ill intentions when they behaved that way, okay? Also, I'm getting to, like, that's kind of not the best energy. So if you're the one that behaves that way, and make sure that's coming from a positive place. 5 of Wands energy isn't really a positive card. It's like my bark is bigger than my bite kind of card, but you're still barking, right? What the hell are you doing that when you could be purring or what do dogs do when they feel okay, and when all is right with the world? We've got Paradise, be happy, be playful, oneness, enjoying each other. So, like I said, this person felt like before you guys did have a connection, because you do have a connection. It's unfortunately been a karmic one, though. That one fell out, but I don't see it. And then, again, that's another vote for playfulness and happiness. So this person's saying that they're playful and happy now. And what are they saying? But the dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal, and why? Shaking your head in disbelief, frustration, annoyed. Focus on the problem rather than the solution. So what we're seeing here is the person is kind of like lighthearted individual, and you're different from them. Whether you're the lighthearted individual and they're the more serious, there is that kind of a conflict or a rub with that. And some agonizing about that fact. But I think there's changes happening here with that dragonfly, but we'll have to see. I'm using up all your guys' time on the messages, which was not my intention, because I can't do that, but I guess we're doing that. So what else would this person say to group 1 if they had no filter? Alright, I'm in love with you, so a little bit of a contradictory message here. Let's get some more. My mother spoiled me, which taught me to be very selfish and childish in relationships. Yeah, that usually does backfire. If you've got a mama's boy or a mama's girl or what have you, they don't know how to. Getting single child or only child syndrome as well. Play nice with others. I'm sending you hidden messages in music, so pay attention to music that could have a message from your person there, from their higher self. We still have so much to experience and learn individually. So if you've stuck around after this person said they're not in love with you anymore, I think there is a point where, again, so many people watch, hard to pinpoint, but a point where maybe someone who did love stopped loving or thought they did because of the differential in like your personalities, your approaches, because you felt like they felt like you were high maintenance or this was hard. But there's still love for you, and you know, we all love each other. Soulmates love each other, period, and we're all connected, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Bottom line is this person is giving us some reasons as to why they are the way that they are. You guys can probably tell I just like to get to the point, and I'm used to being around people who could read my mind, so like verbalizing everything can be tiresome, so bear with me. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. How could you still love me after all I've done? You are an angel at the back of the deck. So I feel like some of you really put up with a lot, and if you did, this person sees you as an angel and they wonder how you can still love them. They're admitting to like a lack of authenticity in the past, and we know that that's true because, you know, people are always playing all the time, joking all the time. You know, where's the authenticity in that? I mean, especially when it comes, there's a time and a place for it, right? When it comes to an intimate connection or a relationship, then you really have to be careful with that. So, for the most part, it says, not only are you the best lover I've ever had, I think you're the best cuddle buddy as well. Cuddle buddy too. You inspire me. You are so strong. I dream of you. So this person's like dreaming about you. If you've been intimate with this person or cuddled with them, they still think about that. All that stuff. If it's faces, I win. If it's bottoms, you win. Okay? So it's like, and things are kind of up in the air. It's kind of like who's going to win in the situation. Could be a correlation of something to do with cookies as well. Maybe one of you guys like those a lot or made them together or something. But yeah. It's like who's going to win in the situation. And then we've got ephemeral spheres. Gosh. Prohibit anxieties. Okay, whatever. I've obviously never looked at this card before. So basically, be lighthearted. Like, you want to know how to be less anxious about your future and the connection. Be lighthearted. Again, this whole energy of someone needing to, liking to, or being lighthearted. Again, there is a time and a place for that. But it does seem like somebody is like saying to the other one, you know, play with bubbles, do something fun, lighthearted. Like, it doesn't have to be all serious all the time. In fact, you like inhibit your growth and increase your anxiety when you do that. Makes a decision harder to make as well. I'm trying to think of all the clients that I've read for this week. There seems to be a trend. Serious people, Virgos, Capricorns, Aquariuses, Libras. Not that those all are. I'm just saying those are the ones that I have had some pretty serious questions from this week. Yeah, so somebody could have those in their chart. I think about you every day. It's safe for you to make a move towards me, and I want you to believe in me again. Let's get one more. Just one more message that really sums it up for the viewer, whatever they need to know from this person. At this time, I'm just going with the flow, and I fear abandonment. So kind of more reasons why this person behaves the way that they do, okay? So, camera's wobbling, can't be helped. We're going to get started on the tarot cards. So I haven't used this deck in a while. It's the Hoodoo Tarot deck. I actually like it. I think it scares some of my viewers. They have said in the past, in previous videos, that it looks like a scary movie deck. Yeah, it's called the Hoodoo Tarot, though. So, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But for Indigenous people, it probably has more meaning behind it, which is why I like it. So, with that being said, this is a situation, action, outcome, like what's going to happen in the future. We're going to start off with the situation for those who chose Group 1. We've got the 8 of Baskets. So someone walked away from this with a heavy heart. It's probably the dude, because it's a dude walking away from the house on this card. But regardless of who it was, that's what it's looking like. Like I said before, it looks like a separation situation. So we're seeing some sort of disillusionment. Maybe they walked away because they were disillusioned. They thought this was going to be like, they felt the connection, right? So this is what I'm getting. Apply it to who did what. I don't, you know, it's your story. But what we're getting is two individuals who came together, felt that strong connection. There's a past life karmic bond, right? We all have karma regardless of labels. Don't get too hung up on that, but you guys felt it. And then once you guys started to interact, then you guys were fighting, arguing, or there was outside interference. It's just like things were not working out for the connection. I don't mean to laugh, but I can picture it. And some of it is kind of like a comedy of errors, right? So miscommunications, this person or you felt like the connection was too high maintenance to continue to pursue, actually felt at some point that they didn't love you or that they weren't loved in return. There's this like conflict of interest and confusion about feelings or determination that went against this connection, right? Like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then somebody had to walk away, but whoever did so probably did it with a heavy heart. He doesn't have a big grin on his face. Even if it seemed like it was easy for this person to walk away, if they were the one that did it, that it wasn't really. And if he walked away, obviously you're not over it or you wouldn't be here watching. So the situation was disappointing to say the least. With the next card being the outcome, the big message from Spirit in the future, we've got the Two of Swords. So I wanted to lighten it up a little bit and go from the Hoodoo Tarot to the Golden Girls Tarot. See? Juxtaposition, a little contrast, kind of like, yeah, cartoonishness to elevate any fears that are generated by the darkness of the scary Hoodoo Tarot. But with that being said, the Two of Swords is a true set best. So this is the outcome. What's going to happen here? A true set best. We saw that there's this conflict, right, of needing to figure out, you know, like who's going to win, who's going to lose in the situation. But the truth of the matter is nobody should lose in a situation, like in a healthy relationship. You know, it's pretty obvious, I would think, for anybody, but what I've learned doing this is that nothing's really obvious. You can't assume things. Like, bottom line, the best that you can expect from this situation is there's some sort of a standoff, a block to be overcome, you know. And how do you do that? How do you make this decision? This is a card of decision. We saw that previous card. That's cute how that corresponded. There needs to be a decision. And so even with that, you know, in the future, that decision is going to need to continue to be made. So I don't see a decision being made. Like, you guys aren't flipping that coin and making a decision about what to do next in this situation, okay? So there's going to still be questioning, like even if the decision was I need to walk away from this, say that's the big decision, right? For example, people aren't feeling good about that. They still are questioning whether or not they did the right thing. So like if you decided to leave, you probably did do the right thing. No, okay, I hope you are out there dating. I hope you are hanging out with your friends and enjoying your life, you know, without this person, because just based on these cards, it's just like, wow, you deserve to have a higher vibrational relationship, one that feels good. Everybody deserves that. That's what you deserve. I hope that's what you're getting, and I hope that's what you're doing. Because the Two of Swords is a card of an emotionally avoidant person or persons, right? And you know, however good things started, and again, it felt like it did get started well, and then it like deflated. You know, the energy shifted away from the connection at some point, and when it probably at that pivotal point when it should have like upshifted, when it should have gotten more serious, when it should have deepened, the energy shifted away from the situation. Okay. So somebody out there is like, yeah, I did deepen the connection with this person, but I did so with a heavy heart, or I feel like I got them to commit or take it to the next level, but they don't feel enthused, or I don't feel like they feel real enthused about it, right? That's a message from somebody out there that I can hear. But for the rest of you, in the majority, it's like, yeah, things are not going well here, and there's blockages here. And this can mean that the connection needs more space, right? If this hasn't already happened, you're like, oh no, does this mean this person's gonna walk away, or I'm gonna have to decide to leave? This is saying that it needs more space, to say the very least. You know, sometimes it means that you are better off letting go, because this is not changing. So if you're watching to see what's gonna happen, should you continue, this could be your sign that it isn't going to change. And so just remember that your value doesn't depend on your ability to win somebody over, right? Maybe this is a lesson this person needs to learn, because when we see the Five of Wands, it's like competition, play fighting, preparation for the real thing, preparation for the win, preparation for the Six of Wands, which is victory, conquest. It's like, okay, where are you guys even at with this? Like, this is going into a realm of kind of immaturity that I haven't experienced since grade school, to be honest, right? So, but I'm trying not to judge people, although I can't help it. My Virgo rising judges sometimes. I'm just like I'm very logical. So with that being said, I do see like this is a message somebody needs to hear. You don't need to prove your worth by winning somebody over, right? That's not the determining factor of your worth. I know some Aries women who are like this, especially when it comes to Pisces men. It seems like it's like they will put up with anything. These badass Xena warrior princesses will put up with just about anything. From some men. Tauruses and Pisces are the ones that I've experienced, but that's just my personal experience. And I'm just like, really? You would put up with the cheating and the lying and the this and the that, and they're like, just like, oh, I'm determined to win. I'm like, because your self-worth needs work, babe. Your self-worth needs work. But it doesn't matter, because you're not ready to accept a lesson until you're ready to accept it. So and I can relate. I think we've all been through similar things in the past. Okay, so anyway, that's just another thing. You do deserve a warm, emotionally available person. You deserve to feel safe enough to open up if you're the one who has trouble being vulnerable. If you're attracting people like that, there's something in you that is sending that signal out, right? That is a vibrational match to that. So, you do deserve somebody who can love you just the way that you are. So your advice here is the Three of Pentacles. So saying like, work on it. The Three of Pentacles could mean seeking guidance from a spiritual leader. It takes place in a church. The scene there could talk about, if you have a spiritual or a religious leader, or somebody that you can get counseling from, maybe get a reading. My contact information is down below. I'm going to put that plug in there, although it's not contrived. It's authentic that this card did come out, but it is saying, there is a possibility for some of you that are still dealing with this person, or that are really determined to have this person regardless, no matter what. There is a slim chance with the Two of Swords that you stepping back and doing your own thing and having a good time, and like, working on yourself, focusing on yourself, will be what helps to draw this person back. Not that that's the reason you should do it, but I'm just saying that happens. So that's a possibility. But this is also talking about, investing more effort. If you're the one that maybe is emotionally avoidant, then you need to invest more effort to work on this. But there is an investment of effort needing to be made on whatever you deem is most important to your personal happiness and satisfaction. And then this person in this relationship can be the cherry on the top of that. you know, because things can turn out for the better. The Three of Pentacles is a pretty good card to have in the outcome, but it is strongly affected by the previous cards. So what this is saying, work on your own sense of security, your own sense of comfort within yourself and in your life, you know. And if you're in a relationship, you know, you can work together on a new beginning as well. That's what I got for you guys. I hope that was helpful. Sorry if it rambled on. Like I said, that's one of the reasons I don't like to shuffle on camera a lot of times, because, you know, it's one of the reasons. Just like it takes forever to get all the cards out and all of this and stuff. So I'm going to move on to group 2. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Excuse me. So this is messages from your person with the future outcome. I've got your cards pre-shuffled here, so go ahead and think about your person, the one that brought you to this reading. Angel, spirits, and guides for everyone who tuned into group 2. What would this person say to group 2 if they had no fear, no filter? So I'm going to read those last, and I'm going to get into my handmade deck, because that is the cards deck that I used for group 1. For everyone who chose group 2, what would their person say if they had no filter? I'm sorry, you guys. Excuse me. We've got, if you're wondering if I'm mad or upset, I'm not. I'm totally fine and unbothered. Okay. We've got, I appreciate how well we collect intellectually and that we keep focused and proper when it's called for. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. I've got, I feel I can give you amazing advice that will improve your life if you follow it. Or a Taurus, getting strong fixed sign energy here. Okay. This is a boss or something. An older individual. Someone that just, oh, they've got kind of a youthful energy with that Fool energy there. I do like you, but I question the growth potential in this relationship. Yeah, because Fool is the beginning of a cycle, so either this is newer or you're inquiring about somebody with whom you'd like to have a new beginning or have just started a new beginning with, or a new phase in the relationship. They do question the growth potential in the connection, though. Okay. Interesting. Let's go on. Please wait just a little longer. And we got the back of the deck. I want to give you everything. Okay. Let's get one more. So maybe this person doesn't have their stuff together enough. Maybe they're wanting to marry you with that Taurus card. Let's be optimistic. Salt coating doesn't equal the absolute truth, although I know the human mind thinks that way. It's a misprogramming. How do I know that? I'm the construct. Oh, just kidding. I just do. Just for those who want to question whenever me and my young sounding voice says anything optimistic. Oh, this can't be true then. Yeah, it can. I want to give you all of my respect. I am in awe of you. Okay, nice. I like these. So yeah, I just feel like this person, like, King of Swords is kind of a judge. He's assessing the situation with a cool head. You know, maybe he probably comes across like a little bit careless or just like he's going with the flow. But he doesn't have a sense of adventure. He just takes calculated risks. And so he's not sure about the risk of this connection, taking it forward, moving it up to the next level, whatever that means for you, because lots of different people watch. It's a general reading, so people at different stages here. So that's why we always say just take what resonates with you. With that being said, this person is asking you to wait a little bit longer. For some of you, you know, that's needed. It's up to you if you want to do that. And it's because this person wants to give you everything. They're in awe of you and they want to give you all of their respect. So I like that. Excuse me. All right, next deck. If the reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It supports the channel and keeps it here. If the reading isn't resonating, stick around, it might. Or choose another group or another reading from the playlist linked down below. I can't make the first move towards you. I wish I had fought harder for us. The longing eats away at me. Okay, so this person is sometimes trapped in their head. And when they are in their head, this person with that King of Swords energy likes to be in their head. They do think about certain things like making the first move to either move this forward or to initiate contact, depending. And also for those that this person didn't fight hard enough or isn't fighting hard enough for the connection, they think about that as well. They do miss you, which that's saying something coming from that King of Swords energy, because they do prefer like a connection that's based more on ideas and interests, like a friendly connection. They like to suppress, you know, and push down their deeper emotions, which I find is sad and stuff, but that's just me. Well, let's face it, that's not healthy, is it? But some people are just like that, I guess. Trying not to judge. Okay. Let me get you your next deck here. Put these over here. I asked my cards how do they want me to approach today's reading, because that's pretty helpful and it changes from reading to reading a lot of times. So of course that makes sense if you think about it. And they were like, King of Cups. I'm like, oh, I'm channeling my King of Cups energy. Diplomatic and generous. Oh boy, my Queen of Swords energy is like, damn it, but I just want to say what's up. I just want to get to it. I just want to take my sword and do surgery on this shit. Yeah, I cuss on my channel. Sorry if that offends you. Not really, I'm not sorry. So with that being said, my intentions are always good. Those who know me and watch regularly should know that. The next card coming out for you is this one, Materiality, the Physical, and Temptation. You are a temptation to this person. You definitely are, especially physically speaking. That doesn't mean that that's all it is, but that's what's coming out right now. And that didn't want to come out in reverse, so I feel like this is that kind of questioning that we saw with the previous message, like this person doesn't know about the growth potential and the connection. So this is essentially the Ace of Pentacles. And that is the seed. So it's like, should I plant the seed? Should I not? Will this grow into something more, or will it not? Like in the physical plane, in the 3D, beyond just in my head, beyond just in my heart, is this something that can take root and grow into something solid? There's a question, but this person's tempted. What else? But health, stability, disappearance of illness or decay. So, okay, so somebody could be having a health issue that is interfering. Speaking of surgery, right, Three of Swords is in a health reading, which I don't do publicly or even privately, actually. I do it for my own sort of interest as a side thing. It's not something I advertise or will do for others, because that's, you know, not my realm of expertise. But Three of Swords indicates like surgery. So not saying that that's the case, obviously, just saying that I just mentioned that I wanted to get to the heart of the matter, like down to brass tacks, and this is what this person saying, like, what does this have to do with? Could be some health issues, whether that's emotional, mental, or physical health issues, but that's disappearing. That's fading away. There's an improvement with that. There's an increase in stability. Could just be talking about the health of the connection depends on how stable it is, and there's some question as to its potential for stability. So we've got patience underneath that, the desire and need for patience. Virtue, patience is a virtue. Learn to wait. All things happen in the right time and place. That's what your person is saying, and it feels like something that a King of Swords would say. I guess I grew up under the same roof with a King of Swords, and boy, was he extremely smart and wise, and I admire him in everything, but he was justice-minded, that's for sure. And so I was always wanting to sort of broaden his horizons. We were both trying to save each other's souls, I think, but with respect. So with that being said, let's see what else. Okay, next is this deck, which I'm happy to be using today because I used to use it all the time on my channel. My regulars and those who've been with my channel a long time would know that, but I've gotten away from it. So what else would this person say to group 2 if they had no filter? I got my karma bad for how I treated you. That happens. Let's see. Don't focus on my options. You're the only one I want. And I wake up thinking about you every day. Okay? I hate waiting just as much as you do at the back of the deck, which goes along with the previous message. Patience is a virtue. So not only is this person preaching that to you, they're preaching it to themselves, I think. But they do wake up thinking about you. You're on this person's mind. If there are other people in their midst, you know, they are thinking about you. They're saying not to worry about it. That's up to you. But they got their karma bad for how they treated you. So for what that's worth, I guess. Next deck. My notes from your beloved deck. Link for these is in the description box down below, as well as if you'd like a private reading. My contact information is down below, and thanks to those of you who've gotten private readings from me this week. I appreciate you guys. It's a nice supplement to my income, so we all need to eat. Let's see. I'm overwhelmed by my feelings for you in the best possible way. It would be overwhelming. I think I mentioned that overwhelming. I said the word overwhelming in relation to this person a few moments ago because I was talking about King of Swords energy and how their emotions overwhelm them so easily. That's why they have to live in their heads so much. There's a debate or an argument as to whether certain air signs even have feelings, right? You know, I'm not going to argue that today. I'm just going to say that, you know, the other side of the coin is, yeah, they do, but it's overwhelming for them. So, and your person doesn't have to be an air sign, you know, for that to resonate. I miss the way you kiss me and I long to hold you. Yeah. I'm ready to take responsibility. Give me another chance. And all I ever wanted and needed is here with you. So when this person's with you or in the past or when they are still with you and into the future, you know, they do feel like you're the only one on the planet. You're the only one that exists regardless of the situation. They do want another chance, miss you, and say that, you know, their feelings are overwhelming. However, on the one hand, they were saying they can't be the one to reach out to you, but I don't feel like that was for the majority. I mean, that could be the case, but I just had a feeling when that came out that wasn't necessarily the case. So they could contact you. You could manifest contact. Contact could be incoming. Let's see. What else would this person say if they had no filter? This isn't a message deck, but we can still get messages from it. We've got coffin, endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So I feel like this person is saying that this isn't over, right? And that to the extent that it is, you know, it's good because it is allowing for change, right? It's like that death card energy. The Sith isn't just to destroy, but it's to clear the ground for fresh seeds to be planted. What else would this person say? Got secrecy, an affair, hiding something, use discretion, surprise, collaborate, protecting, denying, and risk. Your temptation, some people might be dealing with somebody that's already in a relationship. Or this person could be hiding the fact that they still have feelings for you, or even if this connection is ending or seems like it is or has gone or is undergoing, needs to undergo humongous changes. You know, this is saying that, you know, that surprise, I still want you. I'm hiding my feelings and things like that. I still consider you my soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. I don't think we've got a deck that just tells you whether somebody's a soulmate, twin flame, or karmic. Those are just labels anyway, but I know like some people like to see that, but that's what we got there. Because in the previous group I did pull a past life card because we got past life relationships. That's why I pulled it. But I'm not going to pull it for you guys because we didn't get that card. Alright, let me try this one. If I can get this without ripping it. Now everyone will remember the precise number of beings in our unit, okay? So do you have a child with this person? You want to have a family with them? I think they want to have a family with you. They were talking pretty seriously before, about planting seeds that they want to see grow into something more substantial, and not knowing if they can do that with you, and also like feeling like they need you to be patient so that they can get ready for that and give you what you deserve. So that's coming out. So the cards that we got from the tarot decks, using the Hoodoo Tarot. Oh, this is group 1. I know some people think this is a scary deck. I don't think it's scary. So we got the, let me get this in order. Is this not in order? Yeah, okay. Get myself together here. Yeah, the 3 of Knives. They label these differently than other decks. Okay. So this is the 3 of Swords in reverse. So there's been some sort of interference in the connection, heartache, separation. It is in reverse. What that's saying is that this is the situation, right? You guys are in recovery mode here. More than likely it's the viewer, could be your person as well. We see that they miss you. They also feel like they've gotten their karma for how they treated you. So if they treated you badly, you know, potentially they got their heart broken, right? And it corrected their vision, right? Something along those lines. Bottom line with the 3 of Swords is the connection's in recovery mode here. Okay, one or both of you is in recovery mode. So it does look like somebody's been done wrong here. I think that's undeniable. It seems to be that that's the viewer, and you maybe have suffered quite a long time. But the good news is that you are turning it around. Like, you're cultivating healing. You're experiencing renewed hope for your future, you know, through healing and through strength with that. So what's the future outcome? The Moon in reverse from the Golden Girls Tarot, because I thought that was a nice little balance of the dark and the light here. We've got the Moon energy. So it's like whatever kind of steps that are being made in the healing journey, you know, progress and healing, it's not always just like a straight path, right? If you're grown up, you probably know that. You've experienced your ups and downs, so things go differently than what you envision in their head. It's a winding road, it's up and down, so we've got this healing journey that's up and down. So going forward in the future, it's like fears crop back up here, you know, probably due to confusion or lack of clarity. Now the Moon upright is very confusing. We can say that, you know, some of you will get clarity and there will be some sort of truth revealed, maybe in a dream. But I'm feeling more that this has to do with, you know, some people just like re-experiencing. So we've got this healing going on for the viewer. Then in the future you start to re-experience some sort of confusion about this connection or your feelings about it or what it is or what happened. So this is the meshing of your dreams with the old story, with reality, right? Because reality is just your thoughts and feelings pushed out, your vibe pushed out, manifest. So this is where we're seeing that ugly old story kind of cropping up. So here's a tip. If it doesn't feel good, it's not true, basically, is what I'm getting from this card. That means you are an extension of source energy, which is the wellspring of all good feelings, as like Abraham Hicks and many other people, Neville Goddard, who precedes them all, would say. You know, everything else is just misdirected energy. So if it doesn't feel good, it's not true. So you need to remind yourself of that in the future with this energy. You know, so because you know what happens when energy is misdirected, aka that means letting habitually negative mindset push you around. When you let that happen, delusions happen, right? Not being grounded happens. False hopes happen. You know, the only time that hope is false is when you're not practicing good energetic hygiene. So, you know, watch what you're thinking about this situation, okay? That's the big message from Spirit, because we're seeing kind of like the old story being pushed back out. That happens. It's cyclical. Healing is cyclical. And what's the advice? 10 of Cups. So we've got a very positive advice card with the 10 of Cups. We've got strong Piscean and Cancer energy with that Water and Moon. It's saying to celebrate the good times. Yeah, celebrate good times. Come on. That is what I am hearing with that. What else? Because seriously, there is always something to celebrate. It's about looking around you, joining in with your friends, family, and your community, getting outdoors, having fun, going to celebrations, enjoying yourself. This is the best way to continue your healing, and it's what's best for this connection as well. Whether you want to keep it or not, this is what they're saying. You know, there's always something to celebrate. This card does show loved ones nearby with whom you can do that. So do it, is the advice with that. What's the advice? Do it. Okay? Get into your vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say. Whatever makes you feel in union and harmony with the universe, do that. And allow yourself to experience the fulfillment and contentment and peace that this will bring, because doing that will keep you on track to your dreams, whatever those might be. That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you, and I'm moving on to group 3. Welcome group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is your messages from your person reading. I've got your cards pre-shuffled, set off to the side. I'm going to use multiple different decks. I apologize in advance if my voice starts to get really soft or quiet or hoarse, because I have been talking a lot, and you are the last group in the group, like the series of groups that I'm doing today, right? So thank you for bearing with me. With that being said, here are your cards. Using the Hoodoo Tarot deck, which, you know, it's not scary. I insist. It's not scary like somebody suggested. I like it. And then we've got this card from the Golden Girls, and then we've got the Golden Universal deck. So go ahead and think about your person. Angel Spirits and Guides for everyone who is tuned into group 3. What would their person say to them if they had no filter? We're gonna get started with my, so I'll read those at the end here. We're gonna get the messages first. My handmade deck for messages from this person, for whoever tuned into group 3, Spirit. Excuse me. No music today because I had it on in group 1, but it was loud, and it's always louder when I listen back to the video than it is when I'm doing the video, when I'm recording it. So I don't know what's up with that. So I just gave up on that. So no music, but you've got the lovely air conditioner to keep you company. For group 3, Spirit, what would their person say if they had no filter? I've been through so much hardship, I'm just afraid of getting hurt again. So got a guarded individual here. A loner type individual, perhaps. When we're together, what we have fills me up so much, I want for nothing else. You complete me. So we've also got a very romantic person as well. Feels like a divine connection already, but regardless of label, this person thinks about this, while they're maybe off on their own being guarded, they are thinking about how you complete them and what you guys have together, or potentially could have, depending on where you're at, because it's a general reading. Lots of different people watch, different stages of relationships I'm reading for, but wherever you're at, this person is feeling like when they're separate or apart from you, you know, they are assessing the situation and liking what they're seeing here, okay? Or at least they have in the past. Yeah, I definitely get, because I'm trying to shuffle these, and then this other 9 is trying to pop out, so I think we need to take that. It's saying, I like living in my ivory tower away from the have-nots. I intend to stay in my comfort zone. So this could be the sign of a rich person, somebody that has money, has nice things, but not necessarily. It's about somebody that has, you know, a comfortable life, however that looks to anyone else, and they don't like to depart too far from that or put themselves in situations that might threaten that, or, you know, potentially disrupt that. Bottom line, they like to stay in their comfort zone. Two messages here. Our relationship is developing, but it's taking too long. And I like that you go out of your way for me, but it kind of feels like you're trying to buy my love. So yeah, there's some sort of a money connection here. Whether you have it, they have it, or something. I was in the metaphysical bookstore yesterday, and I did notice, like, this little girl, she must have been like 19 years old. Gosh, she looked like a baby. I could have been her mom. And she was there just like buying a whole bunch of stuff. And the place is not cheap. It's a boutique shop, so it's not cheap. She's putting all this stuff, all these rocks and these gemstones into her basket. I got myself a lapis lazuli bracelet, and cute and nice, I like it. But I'm thinking to myself, how is she gonna afford this? Well, she had a little skinny, equally youthful looking boy behind her, and then when they got to the cash register, he basically paid for it all. So yeah, that's what's coming to my mind. So take what resonates, forget what doesn't. That could be your situation or not, but it's for somebody. That's why I said it. Bottom line, though, takeaway for that is just like, this person feels like maybe you're not always authentic. Like they're guarded, so you could be the most authentic person in the world, but because they've been hurt so badly in the past, or because they have their guards up for whatever reasons, they question you and your intentions. And they also feel like the relationship's taking so long, which begs the question, well, why do you think that is? Like, what do you expect to happen if you're not letting anybody in, or if you're like, I'm putting the brakes on it? It can't move forward with the brakes, can it? So that being said, what else would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? No, a whole bunch of stuff just flipped over. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take. I think that one and this one. You know, these all want to come out, and they all kind of correspond with the story I was just telling. So we'll take, okay, so this one says, I wear a mask so tight that you wouldn't believe what I'm really like inside. So this person's saying you don't really know them because they really wear their mask really tight. Then we got the I'm lonely, which I feel like I'm so lonely. This person would be. It feels like a lonely energy, even though they are in their comfort zone. It's a nice place to be. There's nothing wrong with that. People like to say nothing grows in your comfort zone. You know, those memes on social media. It's like, actually, the conditions have to be right for a particular thing to grow, right? So comfort zone is from where things grow. But I think this person, either way, you know, it's lonely at the top with that 9 of Pentacles energy. We've got, I'm so afraid you will leave me in the end. And I was hoping we could see each other again soon. Nice. In the back of the deck, we've got, I will love you forever. So for those that resonates with, if you know that that's the stage you guys are at and how each other was feeling or they were feeling at some point, you know, it looks like it's continuing that they love you, and they are afraid though. And they do hope to contact you soon for a lot of you. So that's interesting. Good. I hope that's what you want, because that's what they're saying. Excuse me. Next deck. If the reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does keep the channel going. And if you would like to support the channel, you can donate over on Patreon. I've got lots of extended readings over there, and my playlists are linked down below for other readings as well. If you like a private reading, my contact information is down below. What else would group 3's person say? I fantasize about you. Do you miss us the way I do? And the longing eats away at me. Wow. No one knows I still think about you. So yeah, if you're like sitting there doubting what I'm saying, this person's saying, yeah, you wouldn't know because no one knows how I still think or how I still feel. If that's the case, they do fantasize about you and miss you, and they long for you there. That's what that's saying. I'm going to use another one of my handmade decks I haven't used in a while, if I can get it. Got simplicity. The perfection of simplicity. Oh, wait. The perfection of spirituality. The oneness and beauty of the circle. Solidarity and singularity of a point. Nothing is better. So things coming full circle. This person's talking about liking to keep things simple. You know, when people spend a lot of time alone, like one of the good things about that is they inadvertently can become more connected to their spirituality because there isn't a lot of outside interference. Not necessarily that your person spends a ton of time alone. You can feel completely alone and be amongst like a bunch of people all the time. But there is a point at which, you know, you get connected to spirit, and especially when you're strong in your own sense of self. And I just think that, you know, whether you're this way or that your person's this way, it could be saying that about you too, that they find that beautiful, your spirituality or your simplicity. I think it's saying too that they just want things to come full circle in the connection. They're missing you. That's 2 of Wands energy. They're thinking about what they're what they need to do to move forward to get more of what they want. They're looking to the future. And we've got reflection. Yeah, exactly. Looking at one's own accomplishments, failures, and feelings, important spiritually. Okay, so your person is saying that they also have a spiritual side that they've been listening to, reflecting upon, including their past failures and their accomplishments as well, and their feelings, wanting. And so this is part of what is wanting them to come full circle with you. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I cannot even with this. Constant allergies and stuff. are so handy to have around. You are the strongest, sexiest man or woman I've ever met. I always think of a handyman with that. You were already on my mind when I woke up this morning. One more from this deck. So doing plenty of thinking about you. You inspire me. You are so strong. I dream of you. And then we've got, you know exactly what to say to cheer me up. You're the best listener, always and forever. So I think this person doesn't just want you to like fix their kitchen sink or something. I feel like you help this person maybe with advice, guidance. Maybe you guys, your conversations lead them to new reflections that help them in their life. There's something about you inspiring this person, as it says. Maybe it's just simply your strength inspires them, and that's enough. So like they're wanting more of that from you. It's just something that they think about as well. What else would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? I feel remorse for mistreating you. I'm sorry I broke your heart. I've never felt this connected to anyone before. Sounds like somebody got cold feet and they are regretting it. I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you, and I want to give you all the compassion and love you've given me. So one of the things that drives this person is, I put my walls up to protect me. So that's a strong message, but one of the things that drives this person is to come full circle. They want to come full circle because they want to give you the love and compassion that you've given them. So if you've given this person a lot of love and compassion, and you know that, then more than likely this is your reading. For some of you, this person broke your heart or mistreated you, and they feel badly about that. Let's get you a few cards for my notes from your beloved deck. What else would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? This one came out one of the previous groups, so if you were on the fence trying to decide between a previous group and this one, you might check out the previous groups. As well. My mother spoiled me, which taught me to be very selfish and childish in relationships. Do you guys have somebody that was, I guess in the previous group, that, you know, I feel like that card comes out when somebody's dealing with an only child, the baby of the family, or people with strong Aries in their chart, because Aries is the child of the zodiac. Leo is childlike as well, but yeah. But regardless of all of that, this is what's coming through. Something about being spoiled and selfish or childish is affecting or has affected the connection. I don't know why, but I've always based my self-worth on what others think of me. You know, some people are like that. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I don't want to call out any particular signs or any particular Chinese zodiac signs, because I know those as well that are like this. But they do base their self-worth on what others think of them. I think they were programmed to do that to a certain extent, right? But it becomes disempowering, especially when it's deterring you from doing things that you would prefer to do, or that would ultimately, you know, be what's best for you or make you happy. But this person is saying that for some reason here. And then another one. I'm in love with you. So I felt like that was going to come out. I did actually feel like that was going to come out in one of the previous decks. I don't know how we can fix this, but it's not too late to try, right? Or is it? It's not too late to try, is it? That's what's being said there. So it's like, I'm in love with you despite all of this other stuff, okay? So, yeah. So I'm going to use this. This isn't a message deck, but we're going to get messages from it nonetheless. For group 3, what else would their person say to them? Let it be from their person, please, Spirit. What else would their person say? The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So any of those keywords, or all of them, or none of them, could resonate for your particular situation. I do feel like that does have to do with like caring what other people think about you, right? It's like very disempowering, just like being self-absorbed or narcissistic, or having those tendencies, which are prevalent in our society. They cultivate that because it, you know, turns a profit. Basically, it causes people to spend money to get better and like to subscribe to these ridiculous expectations. And so anyway, It could be that this is just saying it's a one-sided relationship. Maybe somebody was love bombed. We've got a bride here. So were you married? Are you married to this person? This person could be seeing you as their bride or future partner. Let's get another card. Wedding or event, commitment or advancement. Groom. Oh, wow. So I just think that this person is thinking about that, okay? Deep in thought, even though they're aloof, they think about this. They think about having this with you. Being your groom, your husband, your partner, a commitment, things of that nature, which is very nice, okay? There is some mirroring going on between your energies. So whatever negative we can say about this person, you know, you might want to self-reflect, because can the same thing be said about you? You know, when we talk about the world mirroring us, we don't necessarily mean like if you are dealing with an abusive person, that means that you're an abuser. Yes, it can mean that, but it also can mean that you're receptive to that for whatever reason, right? That there's some part of you that thinks that's all you can get or all you deserve, just for example. So I'm saying there's some mirroring going on between the two of you. But ultimately, this person does see you as their other half. They see themselves in you, both the good and the bad. I'm going to get a couple more from that deck. I'm going to get into your tarot cards, I think. I said a couple more. We've got secrecy, an affair, hiding something. So did this person cheat on you? Did they have an affair on your marriage or your relationship? Are they in another situation? If they are in a marriage with someone else, it is something that is likely based in these narcissistic sort of, you know, I always feel like, oh no, I'm going to be judged for saying something bad about the third party because, you know, the woke way of talking about third party is to never do that. Well, I'm going to say what I'm getting, and what I'm getting is that for some of you, this person, you know, they base their decision in a partner based on like what other people will think of them, and what other people think is kind of like, well, it's never going to be as good as what you think, right? Because it's your life. And so, and I already talked about society and stuff like that. So it just feels like somebody settled for a relationship that was for the wrong reasons, and we'll leave it at that. Others of you, if that's not your message, then don't take it. But we do have this sort of secret feeling like maybe you don't know this person feels this way. Maybe you're completely like stupefied that would even come out, that this person was thinking along the lines of a marriage, or that you were their mirror or their twin flame, because you hear in the twin flame community talk of mirroring energy. But that's true of, you know, everything and everyone if you understand the law of assumption. But not to take away from the twin flame dynamic, because, you know, like somebody asked me, do you believe in the twin flame dynamic? It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Like, I don't see a problem with it. And I don't see a problem with anything. Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. William Shakespeare, right? Who was, you know, he was shrouded in secrecy because he wasn't who he appeared to be either. So bottom line is that it could be a surprise to you guys that this person does see you as someone that they want to take a risk on, that they want to protect, that they want to work with, be with. But it's because there is love here, unconditional love. So this person saying that they love you unconditionally. We've got self-love here, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Oh, wow. We've got a proposal. Get proposed to. We just gave away somebody's surprise here. For the odd few that are in relationships with their person of interest, then you can expect a proposal from this person. If this is resonating with you, we've got this person seeing you as the one for them. They're going to want to you know, be with you. They're going to want to take a risk on this. They're going to surprise you with a wedding ring here because they love you and this is what they want. So a surprise gift, something that is proposed, moving it to the next level, if not technically down the aisle, it is moving it to the next level, to a commitment. Things moving to the next level. We've got being, seeking, being. I enjoy orb catching. Okay. So there could be like a sports connection of some kind. That's pretty general, but the truth is I don't like sports. And my exes, lots of my exes didn't like sport. My person does like sports. But anyway, see, being, seeking, being is basically the thing. It's like this person is seeking you. So let's get into the cards. See if the tarot cards support what was said in the messages. That being said, we've got group 3, situation. We've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. Just turn it up right. And then we've also got the Three of Pentacles, but we're gonna do it card by card. So with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is your guys' situation. So this could be somebody, is this somebody from your deep past? Like someone, or like, yeah, or some of you living in the past. It could be that this person is living in the past as well. Yeah, because we talked about this person, their childhood, and things like that. Something that maybe they're not over. But I'm not going to let myself... Yeah, Spirit's saying that's what it is. Is that to do with the viewer as well? It has more to do with this person and the way they think about things. And the way they've handled this relationship being rooted in a relationship from the past, it feels like. Not necessarily childhood. Relationship from the past... more so to do with the relationship from the past. It could be deep past even, with the Six of Cups, high school sweetheart, something like that. Not necessarily, but they could be living in the past here. That could be part of their problem. This can be talking about too, obviously, that it's you, not necessarily that you're living in the past, but yeah, kind of, you know, you might be hung up on a past person. You know, looking back helps you to understand how to move forward, but getting stuck there will only block your progress is the message from this card. So it's a need to get out of the past and look to the future moving forward. The outcome or the big message from Spirit in the future is the Three of Pentacles. I think that came out in a previous group. I'm not sure if it was the same position. I don't think it was the same position. So this is just showing like different people coming together, right? From different walks of life, you know, for a greater cause. In this case, they're making a cake, it looks like. They're very different individuals from different walks of life, right? And so they're doing something, they're working together. So it does show that something new is created as a result of this. We don't think of the Three of Pentacles as being like an ace or something like that, or a page in terms of like being something new, but it actually is, because it's creating something new together. Like, working together to create something new. It's going to take both of you to apply effort to this connection and to cooperate and to work on this for it to be reborn, come full circle, or to have a renewal in the connection or take it to the next level. And then, like, the more you cooperate with the situation that you want, then obviously the faster it's going to progress, you know. And everybody needs to be on the same team. Well, then maybe that was the reason why we got that orb catching card out. People need to be on the same team. You know, working through challenges help things to improve. There could be a third party situation for those that resonates with. But also I'm getting too a big strong message for the viewer that you have more than this person. This isn't your only potential partner that could ever make your heart sing. This isn't necessarily the only one you have to be with. That's a potential problem with labels, you know, like soulmate or twin flame, is that you think, oh, well, if it's this person's my soulmate or my twin flame, it means I'm meant to be with them, and it's destined, and I don't have a choice. You absolutely have a choice. You absolutely have a choice, right? You are the operant power and the God of your reality. You decide. There is no fate but what you make. So I just wanted to put that out there, that there's potential other partners for you as well, okay? Could be around you currently, maybe at work or in some other kind of setting that is similar to that. But you do have options, so be encouraged. If the rest of the reading wasn't encouraging and you don't know about this person or whatever your case may be encouraged, because this is positive here in this position. And in this spread, it feels like that, you know, if there is a third party situation, you know, then obviously that's going to need to be, you know, worked through. So it's not something that you can say, well, this person has someone else or I have someone else, so I'm just going to be like, I'm going to come in, you know, swords blazing or whatever, like the Knight of Swords or something, and like just chop it down and F it up. No, if you want this person and you want to progress the connection, then you're going to have to be adaptable and cooperative to that, or don't. You have, again, free will, but this is what the advice, this is what the message is. Kind of like advice, but, you know, more or less it's the message that too. And if there is no sort of third party kind of thing, it could be that you're waiting in the wings for this person, or they're waiting in the wings, like there's somebody else potentially waiting in the wings to pounce on this person. So just be cautious. Being forewarned is forearmed, with the advice card being the Three of Wands from the Golden Universal deck. It's a positive outcome, okay? Whether this is your reading or not, I don't know, but the outcome's positive for whoever it's for. So it's saying to look to the future, look to working together. He's kind of looking towards them. I feel like somebody, maybe your person is getting counseling for their past relationship issues that make them this scarred, to make them this way. Maybe you are, it would be a good idea to consider that. But bottom line, it's about making the decision to look to the future. You've already put in like the effort in the connection, or you're needing to do that. And when you do, you know, things are going to come in for you. There's going to be a payoff for that. So no more getting hung up in the past. It's essentially like black and white. This is being stuck in the past energy, and this is moving forward, looking to the future. So you know, the more you broaden your horizons, the faster this connection will grow and progress, and you can get it to the next level. This is just like, you know, taking your plans and making them work, basically. So I feel like, you know, if you don't know what you truly want in the near future, you're going to work it out and figure it out, what you truly want. And that's going to be important. That's going to be pivotal, because you can't get what you want unless you know, unless you figured out what you truly want, and you can start working more towards that. You know, just like including just applying yourself to transcending your own personal blockages, whatever those might be, so that you can better avoid those same blockages or those same hang-ups in the future. So if you're like, no, I'm crystal clear and I'm crystal clean and I have zero blockages, I am not human, then maybe this is talking about your person. If it resonates, then apply it that way. But bottom line, your advice is to commit to what you want and take the inspired actions that you're guided to take. Now, I noticed with this, we've got the 2 3s here. I think in my last reading that I uploaded last week, there were repeat numbers, so you might be seeing 3 a lot, or that could have some sort of significance in numerology for you, whatnot. But I think it's just generally that when we see 2 3s rather in a spread like this, you know, it's basically saying that you could benefit from the help of your squad. Okay, your girls, your boys, you could benefit of the help of kindred spirits, those around you. You'd benefit from help. You know, there is more than one person that can help you on your life journey, that you could benefit from, that you could enjoy on your life journey, you know, and there's more than one source. So, like, say you're getting like dating advice about this person or about someone else, you know, it's like getting dating advice from trusted sources. Go ahead and do that, you know, and get advice, you know, like from more than one person. Sometimes in the readings, it's like you're getting advice from too many people. You need to stop doing that. Listen to your inner self, or just pick one person to listen to, or whatnot. This is saying, you know, there are a lot of trusted sources at your disposal that you can get help for your relationship with. So get help. Like if you are in a relationship with this person, then you want to get, you know, help from a trusted source, if that's the case. And even if you guys are not, if you're in separation, or this is just somebody that you like and want to move it forward with, it's saying that'd be beneficial for you to you know, get guidance and help, and like let others help you, friends and those close to you in the situation. Okay, this is what I've got for you, group 3. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful, and please hit the like button and subscribe. It does keep the channel going, and I will talk to you guys next time.